Wonder what kind of games this person has that I can review. Alright, so the game that we have today is... Since no one's here, I'm gonna go freshen up. Alrighty, now that I'm refreshed, let's get started. Isle of the Dead was a game released in 1994 by Merit Software. It is considered a rip-off of Wolfenstein because it basically uses the same engine with some slight modifications or whatever. But that's besides the point. From what I could find out, the game was made by about 10 people, and it was unfortunately forgotten, but that's alright. And, for the record, I consider this a precursor to Dead Island, which some of you may know is a game that is similar in style to Isle of the Dead, but it's a more realized concept of zombies on an island. Alright? And, yeah. Don't worry, Isle of the Dead. You'll get your chance. Oh, let's dive right in. Once you finally figure out how to start playing this game, it greets you with some tense, if you can call it that, music, followed by the title and some creepy laugh. And then the one screen of credits. Pressing any key brings you to the start of the game where you see a typical looking early 90s FPS, but to be honest, the look of this one gives a more open atmosphere to me. Sure, you can think the night sky is the ceiling and the palm trees is the walls, but to be honest, it does set a certain mood that I like. As the option screen pops up, I would suggest putting the turn speed on 2 or 5. You can't change the controls, so you'll have to make do with using the arrow keys. Using G, you can pick up a coat you find and then walk into what is left of your plane. Be sure to get everything in here, because if you don't, then you're SOL later on. Once you leave the plane, you can't go back inside. See why you need everything? Then you go around the entire island trying to find out what the outside looks like. So I'm exploring the outside of the island, and I come across the other side of the plane. There's just a shotgun, but in order to use it, you need to press W ever so slightly, or else it cycles back to your machete and your fists. Are you ready to take on some zombies? No? Of course not. First, you have to get a rifle, because you'll need it, of course. Starting where you first start the game, you go over one screen, and there will be a weird rock in the trees. Going inside, you'll see a few crates and a rifle box-like thing. Don't forget there's a wire at the bottom of the screen, so use pliers to clip it and then grab everything. Be sure to oil the rifle, since it's old, cause it could blow up in your face. Now let's go fight some zombies. Taking the last path through the palm trees on the other side of the plain, you see a narrow path with a bunch of zombies popping up. They are a weird buff guy, a yellow buff guy with a green shirt, a female zombie, a black buff zombie, a kid zombie. Well, too bad. Doesn't matter, they're all gonna die. And a fat zombie. Okay, so the music in this section is okay, but it's too short, so it loops constantly after about a minute or less. It isn't bad, but maybe if it was just another 2 minutes of variety before looping, then I would be fine by that. Otherwise, just a dead-end path that you'll take to get some more health power-ups, which, trust me, you'll need later on. Since there's no boss in this game, you just travel around this island remembering where you've been and where you go and where you have to go. It is a very low-budget type of FPS game, but it's still a fairly entertaining one. So that's Isle of the Dead. Is it a good game? Well, considering what they had at their disposal, yes. But there are some frustrating elements to it that make it not worth playing. Overall, it stands out from the Wolfenstein clones that are out there, and the concept is fairly creative. But if you don't want to go through the frustration of playing it, you can just pick up Dead Island and play a more grandiose realized version of it, minus the mad scientist. In conclusion, Isle of the Dead gets 1 thumb up. It's a decent enough game, and it's worth checking out even if just for curiosity's sake. Well, that's it. What the heck am I gonna do now? Wait a second. This whole house is empty. I can do whatever I want! Yeah! Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm doing that. What a day. Where am I? Shit. Where were you when you broke into those people's houses, huh? What are you talking about? What's my middle name? I don't know anything. Why am I even here? Who are you? Where is this place? Who are you? I'll show you.
You're not going to be able to get away this time. Alright, I'll see you again tomorrow.
Okay, so today we're going to be looking at this horrible thing that I found on the internet. And that thing is going to be...